Good morning, friends. Welcome to TMX Adventures. Lisa here. Today I am doing what I told you guys to do yesterday, if you remember, and it was check what's in your fridge and cook it up. Now, yesterday was a little crazy busy getting stuff done, and yes, I knew in the back of my mind I had meat that needed to be used up. I've done the milk and the cream, and I've done that stuff. I'm not worried about the butter. I've frozen all that other stuff. That's the second stuff, like not the I've left out a milk for hubby to have coffees, but the spare milk I've frozen, that sort of stuff. Okay. And I knew this was there, and I woke up last night going, oh, I must put this on to cook today. I also thought I had a mince that was in the fridge. Now I have searched that fridge 3 times today, and our outside fridge, which I need to actually go through and just sort out. There's, some tomatoes that are a bit sad. They need to go to the chickens, things like that I really don't, if we lose power, I do not want to open the fridge. Okay. And I saw something really helpful this morning. Let's slice sausages, and do hit subscribe, say hi if you're watching on today. And yeah, let's slice sausages. I'll tell you about it. But it was a lady talking about, she lives up north and they get cyclones. And she was saying, if you do lose power, your fridge will last a very, 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 very long time if you do not open it. So if there's something you or your kids or your grandkids are going to go reach for all the time, put it in an esky. And right now today, freeze a Tupperware container full of water, or a couple of them, to be the ice brick in the actual esky. And I thought that was a really brilliant idea. And obviously the smaller the esky, now this is Lisa talking, okay, this is not the lady now, that was the brilliant idea, but my thought as well is, if you've got a small esky, put the things you're going to reach for regularly, and even like, you don't need as much coldness then, right? You do not need as much of an ice brick, so to speak, in something that's a smaller style esky. So if you've got multiple eskies, put the things that are going to be reached for the most in the small esky. Open your fridge once a day at the coolest part of the day to kind of fill your little esky with what you're going to need for the day ahead. So you're not opening it, and you're certainly not opening it in the humid, hottest part of the day, because the fridge then can't recool. So it can hold the cool, but it can't recool without power. And I thought, her advice was really good. And then I thought even multiple eskies, a big esky and then some smaller eskies as well, would be really handy, especially if you do still have things like lettuce. Say you have salads for lunch every day. I know we often do, to have those things like the lettuce, the tomato, the cheese can be right next to the frozen block, so that it stays really cold. Those sorts of things in there, I think that's gold. So if you haven't done that yet, if you haven't got all your spare old Tupperware out and frozen blocks of water, we've got until probably early hours of tomorrow morning. So plenty of time to get that frozen. If you're a bit pressed for time because you're watching this later, less water. Okay, it freezes faster when there's less water. The other thing, if you don't have plastic containers, Glad bags. I've seen people using Glad bags. A great idea to actually use those, and also handy to put one of those in your freezer. It gives you a good indication later on as to how defrosted and how, I guess, warm, for no better of a word, your freezer gets. Another thing, do not open your freezer. Like, they hold their, again, coolness, as long as it's not open, really, really well. So do not open the freezer, okay? So yeah, anyway, I've got these sausages. We got some beautiful beef recently, and these were defrosted to use. And I showed you the other day, and I know that this is a repeat, but my grand plan this morning, like when I woke up at 3 a.m. and was like, oh, I've got those things I need to cook. I was actually hoping to put these in the Vorwerk top, the actual tray. And I thought with that mince, I was going to show you savory mince, and actually do like the steamed veggies underneath, the mince in here, and then the sausages on top, and just do it all in 40 minutes. That was my grand plan. Obviously, without the mince, which I can't find, I really hope it's not like right in front of me. Does anyone else look like that sometimes when you're like, oh my gosh, right in front of me all that time? So yeah, that was my grand plan this morning. Now it's just get these sausages cooked. They can go in the fridge. I think they might even get frozen. I don't know. But once they're cooked, you can't refreeze them, right? They were frozen when I got them. Can't refreeze them, so they have to be cooked. I just don't know after that cooked state whether we'll eat them early on, or whether we'll actually freeze them. I haven't quite got to that step yet. But again, a really handy high protein thing that you can shove in the esky And when the nibbles hit, you can just eat one. I mean, not ideal to eat cold sausages, but better than being hungry, right? So yeah, anyway, that's my plan for today. I will probably come back later. I'm hoping, so long as today doesn't get crazy with anything else, I'm hoping today to show you some flatbreads. We made, I'm just going to wash my meaty hand, hang on. Just need to get rid of that sausage off my hands. So this will be for 40 minutes, actually probably half an hour of aroma, speed 2, and I've got 1 litre of water in there if you're wondering, okay? So you could put a soup under it, and I probably should have put a soup under it. I just don't feel like my brain's quite very logical at the moment. Usually it's very patterned and logical. It's kind of the last minute things at the moment. So it hasn't quite got that logic. And I could do that. And if I wasn't on camera, I probably would. I'd probably grab, I've used most, I've still got some more pumpkin, but I've used most of the crisper now, and we'll probably put whatever's left. I mean, there'll be salady items, but anything that's cut in there will probably end up in dinner tonight. But yeah, 1 litre of water, because we're going to do about half an hour of steaming. Sausages on top. Should probably put, I was going to say I could put boiled eggs in there as well. Never mind. So 30 minutes of aroma, speed 2. I won't turn that quite on yet just because I don't want it to go over the top of my noise. But I was going to say, somebody reached out yesterday and said, hey, I'm going to make bread rolls. I have no issue with the flours. I've got that. I don't have toilet paper. Can I make toilet paper in a Thermomix? I was like, I haven't thought of that one. I've got lots of things in my DIY series, but making your own toilet paper is not in that series. But she said, you know, I don't have vacuum seals. What can I use instead? Glad bags. I don't know about you, but we've always got Glad bags in the back of the fridge. We tend to recycle them, reuse them. From back of the fridge, back of the pantry, sorry, not fridge. If they have used something like fruit or something in them, I'll put them back in the freezer so that I can just keep putting fruit through them. So, like, Glad bag. Okay, if you don't have vacuum seals, Glad bag to the rescue. Just I'm going to give you a sneak peek at something that a little project my kids have been doing at the moment is 3D printing. Check out these coasters. Look at that. They are actually on my website. Pretty cool. So, yeah, little drink coasters with your favourite Thermi on them, which I absolutely love. So, yeah, the 14-year-old has been incredibly busy and a little holder to go with it after the cyclone passes. If you want coasters, they're on my website. There's now a little shop there. So check that out. There's 2 different types, 2 different colours, a kind of lighter set and a vibrant set. But yeah, do check that out. But otherwise, I think that's from me today. Please stay home. You have a Thermomix, you can cook from your pantry. That's the beauty of it. If you don't have a Thermomix, there's a QR code. It lands you on my website. There's a TM6 purchase link, which will take you to payment options. We do have Zip Money there as well, which breaks it down into under $28 a week to get a Thermomix on the bench. And there's other payment options. You can PayPal it, Afterpay, all sorts of stuff there. It is coming at the moment with a mega deal. Because we've got the TM7 coming in July, which is super exciting, the TM6 is on a run-out deal. So if you're the sort of person who likes a bargain, nothing wrong with that, let me tell you, but that's what the run-out deal is for. It's going to come with the blade cover peeler. It's going to come with the cutter, the spiralizer, the glide board, and a bonus 12 months Cookidoo subscription. And I've missed something. Oh, a bowl set, second bowl set. So it's kind of like all the extra things you would normally want to have with a Thermomix are coming with it, inclusive of the price, which is amazing. So, yeah. I think that's it from me today. I may come back and show you those wraps later on if it's not a little crazy around here. But otherwise, please take care. Please stay safe and stay home as much as you can, unless you're told otherwise or unless it's unsafe to stay home. Yeah, we have a Thermomix, and I know when the power's out we can't cook, but certainly as we prepare for whatever's coming, we can certainly, you know, wisely use our Thermomix to give us some sort of security and some sort of assurance that we've got something that we can control. We can't control the weather, but we can certainly control, come on camera, we can certainly control the food in our home, and the fact that we don't have to worry about what's our next. We've got stuff there. So yeah, I hope you're feeling confident in that you've got that control over that space of your home at this point in time, those of you who are near Alf, the cyclone. Good old Elf. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. Reach out if you've got any questions, or hey, I've got this in my fridge. What can I do with it? Either put it in the chats today or reach out. I'm happy to answer messages and stuff like that about what we can do with certain ingredients that might otherwise, you do not want to be putting them in your bin stinky in a week's time. The bin man will thank you for using them up now. But otherwise, guys, take care. And I will see you later today for some more videos. We'll see you then. Bye for now.